We've been enjoying ourselves in the United States of America, spending precious time with loved ones, taking in all the sights, and just having the time of our lives.
We'll see you in the Philippines.
But all good things must come to an end, and we had to fly back. And now the story continues. We're off to the airport because my parents are embarking on their second trip to the Philippines.
Oh man, is that a long trip?
You okay? You tired?
I'm tired, yeah.
After that long flight, we need to get them something to eat.
We skipped our last meal, the one on the Manila flight, because we had already eaten 2 meals to Tokyo, and they feed you rice. That's too many carbs. I need meat. I figured I better skip it because Mom skipped it, so I'll fatten up, because I'm sitting there doing nothing but sitting. You know, you're doing nothing but sit, and then you eat a bunch of carbohydrates.
Time to make our way home.
Mother, sick up?
Yeah, my parents.
Thank you, sir.
Like me? Who's more handsome?
Father.
Oh, how dare you? Guess how old he is. 59?
I look pretty old because my eyes are probably bloodshot from that long plane ride.
He said he guessed your age at 59.
Wow.
I'll take that.
He's 70.
Heads up, it's not so tidy.
That ain't gonna bother us. It's warm in here.
We didn't turn on the aircon.
It doesn't squat, but I can squat this with my body weight if I have to. And I'm just trying to not have my legs shut down on me. I'm not gonna worry about getting into it until I get back home.
Dad is 70 years old. He had a long trip coming here, but despite that, he had to get a workout this morning.
I don't get a chance to use this at home, so I'm not gonna use it here because I'm just kind of playing in the gym until I get back and do my regular thing. So I might as well play with the new stuff. This lap machine has a little different feel than mine, so it's kind of fun to just use something different. I like to try these different machines that I don't normally get to use.
This is a form of public transportation called an FX. And Mom and Dad, they've actually ridden these before. Are you okay back there, Mom? How is it riding this again?
Just fine.
What do you think of the way people drive?
I think it's pretty risky. It's amazing that they're not having accidents as close as they get to each other. Well, you gotta constantly be looking in your mirror for these scooters. And what if they're in your blind spot? There really is something in there, huh? She doesn't really show. We never got to see you at this age, minus how many days old?
Strong heartbeat.
They don't want to know the gender though. I want to know, but they don't want to know.
Yeah, don't tell us.
I'm not telling, I'm just trying to see if it's going to show itself.
Doc will know secretly.
They don't like to know the
In
gender.
Filipino, we don't understand that.
I'll understand it though, so don't.
I won't.
Look, she or he is moving. I'm so excited to see that.
Look at the legs, yeah.
The legs.
Doing
Yeah.
squats? I think he's doing them laying down half
These
squats.
are the legs, oh, they're dancing.
Looks like he's
Matatap dyan siya.
Cute. It was fun seeing him or her kick.
Well, I liked it. The reason I asked if you got any pictures of her laying there is because she had her glasses off and her hair looked so good. I thought she really looked pretty laying there. Imabelle did. That's why I wanted to make sure you got some photographs of her laying there. She looked so good. She looked
Normally during ultrasounds, you don't worry about how you look.
Well, I'm
But it
kinda
was
glad
nice seeing
because-
the baby move and the baby's limbs, and the baby's heartbeat was good and solid.
Imabelle doesn't show. I was kind of wondering, is she really pregnant? Because she doesn't show.
I am so happy. I can't explain the kind of joy I have just to hear the heartbeat and to see our baby move. So it's a great blessing.
That cost of just under $22.
Mom was saying in America it'd probably be $1,500. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, the obstetrician are making having a baby really expensive. I would tell them, I don't want any unnecessary tests done. If you're going to do a test, especially when they cost that kind of money, there should be a reason for it. You know? I mean, yeah, if you were having problems, I could see it, but just for a normal birth.
Your glasses are foggy, Mom.
I know, I can't see.
Look at this guy. Taking a nap over here. And that other little one. But look, oh, he's missing a leg. This guy's missing a foot.
He's missing a leg?
Yeah, his back leg, he has no foot. He must have got spotted in a door or got run over or something.
Or a cat. My dad is a big-time cat lover, so it's quite a sight to see all these felines around.
He looks calmer than Macy. He probably lets you better. Macy, yeah.
What's so great about UST?
UST is one of the most prestigious schools in the Philippines, and I graduated from here.
You watched my real-time documentary? Okay. What did you think?
You're so great, you're so humble, and you're so down to earth. Wow. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Now let's take Mom and Dad to try a local favorite. What do you think of that burger?
Not my kind of food. You're gonna have a kid?
Yes, we're gonna have a baby.
I did say a few prayers about that. I didn't know if you wanted me to pray for that or not. And that explains why in the recent pictures, I don't know if I mentioned it to Mom, but I said, did I mention that to you? I said, Imabelle looks like she's gained a couple of pounds. But that's a good way to gain it. Well, I'm happy. Boy, I'm so happy. That's about the best news. Now I know why you look like you gained a couple of pounds. You know, you think I want this kid, which is true, because I want the grandkid, and I want those Filipino genes in my bloodline. You know what I'm saying? I want that genes, and I don't want Travis to be like Steve Reeves and not pass on his genetics. But I want that kid more for you guys even than I want him for me, because it's just like I think about this all the time. You don't know, like I said, one of the highlights of my life was, in fact, there's a thing in Ann Landers today. Where's the paper? I got it right here. I ought to read it to you. About having kids, because other than having each other, that's the best thing you're ever going to have. Those kids are going to be more important to you than me and Mom are. They should be. Not that your parents aren't important to you, but when you think how important like Grandpa is to me, he's not as important to me as you guys are, and I don't expect to be as important to you guys as your kids are. But I want that kid for you guys, because that's going to be fun for you. In fact, I'm going to read that to you. Let me pull that Ann Landers thing out. It's not Ann Landers anymore, but the new gal. Let me find there. I want to read the letter because I don't agree with the people. Reminds me of the people who decided not to have kids because they bought a big yacht instead. And they were so proud of themselves for getting a yacht instead of kids, because
if they would have had kids, that money would have gone for kids, not their yacht. And they named their yacht instead of kids. And I said, when those people get old and they're in the nursing home like Grandma and Grandpa was, is that yacht going to come and visit them? Are they going to do what Mom and Alex did and keep the nursing home from ripping them off and make sure the nursing home and the insurance companies treat them right? All this trouble Dad's had with getting his money and all this stuff and all the overcharges and Alex checking in and telling him, you overcharged him, you owe him money back. Is that yacht going to do all that? And then when one of them dies, like Grandma is, and the other one's all alone, is that yacht going to keep coming and visiting them? No, that's what your kids do. Because I thought about you guys. I don't want you to miss out on all the fun I had raising you guys. It's the highlight of my life. It's and watching you win your championships. Because like I said, the thing that makes me happiest is when either something good happens to you, like you getting pregnant, or you do something good. I'm so happy for you, man. Now my head's going to swell. I'm going to be a grandpa again. I am really glad to hear that. Every once in a while I say a prayer about that. Now I got to say a thank you prayer.